Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another weekly tarot reading. I've decided to use my webcam today. I hope you don't mind. I find the picture quality isn't that bad. I've been doing a lot of private readings lately and using the webcam, and I just kind of like the way it looks, and I like the way I'm able to, kind of see the cards and read at the same time. So I'm going to do it this way. I hope you guys don't mind. And as I showed you, I'm going to be using the adorable VANESSA tarot this week. It's so cute and adorable. But before I get started, I wanted to remind you guys that for the month of May, the entire month of May, I am featuring half price readings. So that's in all of my readings, whether it's 3 card, 5 card, or 10 card, and whether it's Skype, private video, or email readings, they're all 50% off. It's my way of showing my appreciation to you guys for the huge amount of new subscribers I've gotten recently, and also offering you guys a low-cost way of reading with me and getting to know me and working with me and me working with you and getting to know each other. So I hope you guys take advantage of that. I would really look forward to working with you. And yeah, so please check that out. I will leave the link to my website in the description box below, and I'll tell you about contact info at the end of the video. So this weekly reading is going to be for the week of May 2nd to 8th, 2016. And as I said, I'm going to be using the lovely VANESSA tarot right here. So I'm just going to give it a shuffle. I've already shuffled. I'm just going to give them another quick toss. So guys, this is a general reading. So like I said, if you want a reading that is geared specifically to you, that will give you messages that are only for you, then order a private reading. That's the best way to do that. Okay, sorry about that. My camera just cut off. So again, as I was saying, if you want a reading that's geared specifically to you, then the best way to go about that is just to order a private reading. So I will, like I said, I'll leave my info in the description box below. So here we go. I am going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle away and choose our 3 cards for the week. Okay, so here we go. Card 1 for the week of May 2nd to 8th, 2016. What do we need to know? What energies are in the air? Okay, card 1. Card 2. Okay, card 2. And card 3. So I'll be reading these cards as a whole, as a story about how our week is going to unfold and the energies that are around us this week, this upcoming week. Okay, here's card 3. All right. So let me just take a look at these cards. We have some very interesting energy here. Very interesting. I think this is going to be a very exciting week. I think this could be potentially a very, very exciting, daring, adventurous week. Wow. So we could get something very tempting arriving in our lives this week. Something could come up that that prods us to act in ways that maybe we're not that familiar with, or we're not used to, going out on a limb or taking risks. But I think something could arise this week that makes us feel like we want to go in that direction. So let's get started. Our first card is the Ace of Wands. And aces are all about new beginnings and new opportunities. And the suit of wands is a suit of fire. It's about passion. It's about creativity. It's about inspiration. It's about artistry. It's about sexuality. Anything that ignites a passion in you to get out there and do things. It's about energy, creative, artistic, sexual, inspirational energy. And as we see in this card, this girl who is sitting in this cloud, she's looking up at this wand that's just kind of miraculously sprouted out of the ground. And it's like, wow, it's almost like previously you may have felt kind of blah. Like your life has been kind of blah lately, and there hasn't been a lot of excitement, and there hasn't been a lot of inspiration, and there hasn't been a lot of passion going on in your life. And all of a sudden this week, boom, there it is. Something happens. Something arises either externally, something externally happens that makes you feel this way, like, wow, oh my God, I'm so inspired, or I'm so excited by this, or whatever. Or is something inside you just kind of rears up and says, okay, I want to do this. I want to take this action. I want to go in this direction. I want to pursue this goal. I want to do something. You just feel full of energy and full of inspiration and full of excitement. Full of excitement. Okay. Now, what's particularly interesting is our next card is the Devil, Major Arcana, and it came up upright. Now, the Devil card is a card that has a lot of negative connotations with it, because it can represent addiction. It can represent feeling like you are a slave to something, like an obsession, like being obsessed with something or someone, and feeling kind of like you're a slave. You're a slave to a person, or you're a slave to a job, or you're a slave to a bad habit, something that you don't feel like you have any control over. It's kind of similar to the Eight of Swords card, where we see the woman who is surrounded by these 8 swords, and she's blindfolded, and she's tied up loosely, and she perceives herself as being completely helpless and stuck in this really bad situation. But it's really just kind of a trap of her own making, because it's the suit of swords about mental energy. So the Devil is it's similar to that, only it's a much bigger energy, because this is Major Arcana here. So this is something that is very large, that is looming very large. And what I'm getting from this really is there could be something coming up in your life that really tempts you this week. Something that other people may perceive as, kind of bad behavior or risky behavior, or something that is just kind of outside the norm that maybe not everybody would approve of. But you're feeling like really kind of frisky. You're feeling really kind of frisky, and like you want to take risks, and you want excitement, and you want adventure in your life. And you're just kind of raring to go. Like you're kind of willing to try anything at this point. And what I really love about this card is the two people on this card looks like, they're a couple who's been cheating, and they've kind of been busted. Somebody's walked in the room and caught them, fooling around. And I love the look on the girl's face. She looks so defiant, like even though she's been caught, she's kind of like, so, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? It's like she has no shame. She has no regret. She doesn't care what other people think. Okay. And that's what I really love about this card is it's kind of like there could be something arising for you this week that may be kind of really out of character for you. Like if you pursue this, it may seem kind of out of character for you, or maybe you'll find yourself wanting to behave in ways that are out of character, that people may look at you kind of askance, but you don't need to be ashamed of it. You don't need to feel guilty about it. It's kind of like embracing your shadow side. We all have our dark and light sides. They're part of us. They complete us. They're two halves of one whole. Okay, there's no light without dark, and there's no dark without light. We all have what we perceive as positive characteristics and negative characteristics. And what people think of as negative characteristics aren't always negative. Sometimes they make us get out and do things that we wouldn't ordinarily do. And that can be a good thing. So I don't really see this card as a negative one this week. I see it more as kind of like a challenge for you. Like, are you willing to take risks? Are you willing to take a big risk? If you want a big payoff, you got to take a big risk. Now, I'm not advocating go out there and do all kinds of crazy bad stuff or whatever, and indulge in all kinds of, crazy behavior. No. But I'm saying if something comes up this week that feels kind of like, ooh, that really looks alluring, like almost like, Eve being tempted by the apple. If something happens this week or you meet somebody, or there's some kind of situation that arises that makes you feel very, very, very deeply and horny and just daring. Okay. Again, I'm not saying don't get out there and cheat on people and stuff like that, but I'm just saying if there's something that arises that feels risky but at the same time incredibly tempting, think about it. Think about whether it would benefit you to go in that direction and have that experience. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, our third card is the Page of Swords. Okay, and again, this is very, very fresh, young, vibrant energy. Pages are young energy. They generally represent children or young people, but it doesn't have to be age restrictive. This can be somebody with just a very new, fresh energy about them. And the swords, again, are a suit of the mind, mental energy. So this is new ideas. This is about being willing to embark on new ideas and new ways of thinking and being very, very bold and being very adventurous and wanting to learn and wanting to try something new, not being afraid, being kind of fearless. That's what I'm really getting from this reading is it's kind of pushing us all to be fearless this week and go for things that we might ordinarily not pursue. Okay? Let me just look at all three of these together again and see what else comes to me, because there's a lot to say here. There's a lot of judgmental people in the world. There's a lot of people who like to moralize and point fingers and say, this is good, this is bad, don't do this, don't do that. Morals are a very personal thing. Okay? Again, like I said, I'm not advocating bad behavior and cheating on people and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But we each have our own life experience, and what may be appropriate for one person may not be appropriate for another, you know? And that's where I think this devil card is coming in here. So we've got, new energy big time here. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Page of Swords. So this is all new, new, new. Get out there. Get out there, explore, experience. And then we've got this devil card here. Okay? So I'm going to say that for some of us, we may be tempted to have an affair or engage in some kind of illicit activity. Think about the consequences. Think about the consequences of this. Okay, this could also be a warning. Uh, I'm not saying that it's always a good idea to follow that trail of breadcrumbs, But yeah, there could be some of us may be tempted to get into something illicit this week. Okay. I see this devil card as a very positive card this week. I see this devil card as saying don't allow yourself to be bound and trapped by other people's codes, moral codes, or don't live your life according to other people's beliefs. Why should you? It's your life, right? But this card does have a very carnal energy about it because of this couple on it, this cheating couple on it. So I'm getting there could be some shenanigans going on. Um, Maybe you could catch somebody in something if you're in a relationship. Maybe you could catch your significant other in something. I'm not saying be paranoid or anything like that. I'm just saying that could be a possibility here. But what I'm getting is this is more about us. This is more about us and kind of pushing us to step outside the box. And don't be such cowards. Don't play it safe all the time. Don't play it safe all the time and limit yourself. Now, again, I'm not saying this is about going out there and giving you carte blanche to do whatever you want and hurt people and be irresponsible and reckless and all that kind of stuff. No, this is about taking a calculated risk, perhaps. Okay, something could arise for us this week that seems really out of character for us to do or whatever, but it could be beneficial to us because whatever it is, it's got a lot of energy behind it. It's got a lot of energy behind it, okay? And it could inspire all kinds of new ideas. With this Page of Swords here. This little girl is just raring to go with her little sword. Um, and with the Ace of Wands here again, this is all like very, very positive energy, passion, excitement, adventure. There could be a huge adventure coming your way this week. Do you want to forego it? Do you want to say no to it and never know what could have happened if you would have gone down that road? Be smart. Be smart and follow your own morals and follow your own ethics. But don't be afraid. Stop being afraid of your own shadow. That's what I'm getting. Stop being afraid of your own shadow and don't be afraid to explore things about yourself that other people may consider taboo. Okay? So guys, this could be potentially a very interesting week. Like I said, I am not in any way giving anybody carte blanche to go out there and do whatever it is they want to do. But what I'm sensing from this Devil card here and the other cards around it, the Ace of Wands and the Page of Swords, this is all about a new energy that kind of cannot be ignored, that has to be at least explored in your mind, if not experientially. At least go through this in your mind and, turn over the possibilities in your mind and see where this could take you. Because there is so much energy here. There's so much energy and passion here. Yeah, there's even an apple on the table here. You see? I don't know if you guys can see that. On the bedside table, there's an apple there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But yeah, she took it. She took it, right? So guys, this is really, really interesting. I'm going to take one last look. This is really intriguing me here, this combo. But I love the defiance on her face. I love that defiance on her face, as if like, you are not going to tell me what to do. You are not the boss of me. You are not my, you know, uh, the conductor of my life. I am. And I like that. I like that attitude. And I think that's an attitude we have to cultivate this week. Not in a selfish way, not in an irresponsible way, but just in a way that allows us to experience, life at its fullest and at its most passionate, most exciting, and most adventurous. This is a week for adventure and this is a week for excitement, guys. So if you see it, grab it. Or if you don't grab it, at least think about grabbing it and see where it could take you. Okay, that's what I'm going to say for this reading. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And again, if you would like a private reading from me, do take advantage because the entire month of May, my readings are all half price. I will put the link to my website below. I will also link my Facebook page. If you could go over and give that a like, I would really appreciate it. You can contact me also at tarotwonderland@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email if you're interested. And you can also message me privately here on YouTube if you would like to set something up. So guys, have a great, fiery, adventurous, exciting week. It looks like, whoa, there's some pretty hot stuff brewing here. So enjoy it. Enjoy it, okay? I will see you next week. And until then, take care, everybody. Have fun. And I'll see you soon. Mwah! Bye for now.